Morning, guys. Welcome to day 57 until I am a YouTube millionaire. This one's going to be a book review. Book review of The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. I just finished it last night, and I'm technically not fully finished with it yet because I still have the frequently asked questions and the profile thing that he has in the back of the book. But one thing to note, if you're going to read this, it's good for everybody, honestly, but it is specifically tailored for those who are already in relationships, right? Especially those who are having difficulty with said relationships. But there are, as it says, 5 love languages: words of affirmation, acts of service, gift giving, physical touch, and what's the other one? I can remember it, but I just want to look at it real quick. And quality time. So, for me, personally, I believe my love languages are words of affirmation and probably physical touch. Though I consider myself kind of a multilingual. Not bilingual, but multilingual. I can speak all of them. And really what it comes down to is being selfless. That's what love is. Love is being selfless, willing the good of the other. So, if you will the good of the other, you can kind of ignore your own personal love languages, whatever they might be, and focus on the person in question that you want to love and see what will work best for them, kind of instinctually. That's just what has worked with me for the last several years. My dad's love languages, I'm pretty sure, are words of affirmation and physical touch. Either that or, words of affirmation and acts of service, which is, the acts of service is one of my mom's love languages, because she loves it when my dad does things around the house, like doing the dishes and stuff like that, taking the trash out. She might gripe at him still for only focusing on that, but there you go. And then part of the reason that they go on trips pretty consistently, I try to help them with that, is because my mom's other love language is quality time. And my fault again. I started this video right around the time that my family's getting ready to let the other dogs out. But anyway, and then the person that I'm thinking of right now, my brother Brandon, because there's another concept in this book that is the in-love phase versus, like emotional love. In-love is a chemical high, a hormonal high that you get when you first get the sparks flying between you and somebody else. Usually it's attached to, sexual intercourse, stuff like that. But I think my brother Brandon has been chasing that in-love high that doesn't last for his whole adult life. And he's never really been able to understand the emotional side of love fully. So, if somebody gives him the physical elevation that he's looking for, he gravitates towards that. I want what's best for my brother. I want him to succeed in life. Of all the people that need to read this book, my brother Brandon is at the top of that list. Now, at the same time, he simply is not a reader. There are 2, 3, 4 books that he said he was going to read kind of as a deal with me because he wanted me to play Half-Life 2, right? He just hasn't done it. He's not a reader. And I was asking God, what do I do to help my brother? Because he's not going to see this and he's never going to be happy. And I got the answer in the form of one Elliot Hulse, who's he's a strength coach and basically just an overall teacher, if you will, online. You can find him on YouTube. Really, really wise guy. He's a wise guy. No, he's wise. I highly recommend that you look into him. And, God kind of put these pieces in front of me the way I needed them so that I could see how to best help my brother. You just have to be you. What that comes down to, because he's not going to listen. He's not gonna. You have to know, as his brother, what his emotional love languages are, and do your best as his brother to give him fulfillment in that regard. You attract more flies with honey than you do vinegar, as they say. Live by example. And I was thinking, even with my background, I don't have enough. I don't have enough example in my own life because he has much more romantic success than I do. I can't guide him in it. I can't. Now, it depends on what you consider romantic success. He has a harem. He doesn't want to call it that, but that's what he's got. But this is a guy who's never even had the physical touch of a female. So, I don't know how to guide him except that. Be myself. And if I really want to be able to guide him as his brother to the best of my ability, I need to get some level of success in that field. I really do. And then beyond that, I'm not monetarily unsuccessful or experientially empty, having been a military veteran and all these other things. I could list off the stuff, but okay, since you're only going to have one pass with me, I might as well say it again. Military veteran. I was an Air Force pilot. I have my master's in electrical engineering. I've run 18 marathons. Can't do it anymore because I have stigmata. But yeah, I have a really extensive background. I've seen 45 states-ish. Been to like 7 different countries. Yeah, I've lived a life. But I'm a real estate owner too. I'm a real estate entrepreneur. That my brother needs guidance in most, I don't know if I can. All I can do is be myself. As Elliot Hulse said, he has to be the one to choose it. To choose the help. And he needs to stop. I will say, from my end, he needs to stop being so enthralled with sex. I don't know how it feels, all right? So I can't give him a perspective on that. I'm sure it feels fantastic, but it's just sex. It's fleeting. It's usually about 10 minutes. That's it. You're not going to be happy the rest of your life if that's all you're searching for. So I hope my brother does see this And at the same time, giving myself the psychological layering that I will be able to give him the best guidance possible, even if he doesn't. Say the right words, do the right things in my life, just be there for him as his brother. Because he's the one that needs it most of all, aside from myself. Anyways, that's all I got for today. Love y'all. Peace.